Hey, it's Daz. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you everyone who left comments on the last few videos. Whether I respond to it or not, I just want to let you know how grateful I am for you guys to continue to view. I know I haven't been as consistent as I was in the beginning, but over the 10 years that I've been doing videos, because it's now been 10 years since I uploaded my first video, and I am very grateful for everyone who's come and gone and is still here especially. I want to actually talk about something more on a lighter, more positive note, and that is just ways to improve the quality of your life. And I'm going to start first by talking about decluttering. A lot of these things I'm talking from are from personal experiences, and one thing that I've been doing in my personal life, my family has been doing, is decluttering, so replacing a lot of things. So I've been helping them with items within the house that's 20 years old, recarpeting and such. And I find as we move things around, you can call it feng shui, or as we get rid of old items, sometimes those items are tied to childhood memories. They were tied to good or bad things, nostalgia or trauma, so that it almost feels as if certain energy is shifted. I know if I'm feeling like a hot mess, that decluttering my workspace always helps. I'm a firm believer in revamping it every now and then. So even if it's already clean, it doesn't hurt to revamp it. Every time I go into a new year, a new season, I always like to kind of remodel things. Really, decluttering just helps because sometimes we feel stressed and we don't even realize that some of that anxiety we feel could just be simply from the clutter, or even if it's not clutter, maybe there are reminders of things that stress us out. It can also help us increase our focus because it can be difficult to focus with clutter around you, but when you declutter and organize your space, you create a more peaceful environment. It can boost your creativity, inspire you. Maybe you want to get more into a certain hobby, and by decluttering, you're inspired. It can also help increase your sleep quality and enhance your self-esteem. So another thing I want to mention is sleeping. Sleep hygiene is so important. Putting away your phone or tablet or any exposure to blue light at least an hour before bedtime will help you get better sleep, as well as just making sure that you give yourself enough time to go to sleep. It can be hard. For instance, with the current job I have, my work schedule changes. So this last week I was in Alabama working night shift, and I'll be working night shift again. So I don't get to sleep through the night, but even forcing myself to carve out enough time to get that 8 hours, even if it's during the day. Because when you sleep better, you feel better. When you're not sleeping, it can really throw off your mental health. It can throw off your physical health, and you just feel stressed out. Another thing is eating a proper diet and getting exercise. Exercise gets your blood going. It makes you feel better. One thing I've shared on this channel is that I've been on a weight loss journey, and I have now lost 70 pounds of the 110 that I'm aiming for, because over the last decade, I had gained a lot of weight. And as I come down, I'm documenting it and just really thanking God for all of the changes. But I feel tremendous having a lot less pressure on my joints. And it's amazing how you can live that way and take it for granted after a while, or just feel stuck. But then once it starts coming off, it becomes easier to keep pushing forward. For me, a balanced diet, it differs from person to person because I've tried everything, is getting enough protein and enough vegetables, enough carbs. So I try to eat meals that are very simple, like some meat, some vegetables. Sometimes I'll have rice with it. Sometimes I'll have tortillas. I don't know, it's a thing I like a lot with my meals. And I like small snacks in between because it just keeps my appetite enough, but it also curbs it. And exercise for me is usually 5 times a week, at least 30 minutes a day, sometimes an hour. I usually aim for weekdays, but it depends. I'd say at least 3 to 5 times a week. If you do more, that's more of an advanced level, but it really does make you feel good. And then if you see positive changes, whether that's you want to gain weight, lose weight, gain muscle, you feel good when you look good. Other ways to improve the quality of your life, of course, is to constantly meditate on the word, speak scriptures to yourself. So me and my mom have this thing where we both say a list of scriptures. It's like our confessions. Every day together we'll call each other and we'll say scriptures, and I've noticed an improvement in my day. Even if it's just a tiny verse or a devotion, it really helps just to have that word in your system. And I'm a firm believer in affirmations, positively affirming yourself, because when you affirm yourself and you affirm others, it really helps set a better tone for your day as well as going forward. And I really like to be that one positive voice to those in my life. Would be to do a detox. And when I say detox, I mean of anything or anyone that's toxic to you. So really reassess and think about anyone you hang around. You're living with people and you aren't in a situation to leave quite yet, or you're at a workplace where you can't just leave. There are ways you can set boundaries or distance yourself. But even when it comes to what you view on the internet, some of the things that make us upset aren't just popping up on us. They are things that we are actively seeking out that upset us. So maybe do a purge, unfollow, unsubscribe from anything that's stressing you out. Even if it means unfriending someone because all the things they post are negative, or it's making you feel a place of insecurity, it's good to remove it from your life, because you're doing yourself a disservice to have these negative emotions come up. And sometimes you just need a break from social media, the internet altogether, or maybe there's somewhere you're going where you just need to take a break from it and really focus in on the word, focus in on building yourself, on your health, on your spiritual journey, on decluttering. And I believe that taking all of these steps, of course, praying and asking for direction and really doing a lot of self-reflection will bring you a more balanced life. But those are my words of advice as far as really improving your day-to-day life. If you have any tips or anyone in the comments or just any comments in general, I'd like to know your thoughts. Thank you for listening. And as I always say, it's been a pleasure doing videos on this channel for a decade now. It's hard to believe that it's been that long. I remember being 19 years old and super nervous to upload, and now I'm 29 going on 30. So that 10 years went fast. But thank you everyone again. I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care and God bless. Until next time.